Hi, welcome to our virtual curriculum night. My name is Miss Laura Blaskey. I teach ELA for both 6th and 8th grade. If you have a 5th or a 7th grader in our building, make sure to check out Mr. Van's video as well. He teaches 5th and 7th grade ELA. I just want to tell you a little bit about myself and what it is that we do in 6th and 8th grade ELA. Let's start with the curriculum. Our curriculum, first of all, you can find any work or assignments in Google Classroom, which we're using across the board here at MJH this year. So if you visit Google Classroom, the number one place that you want to stop is called the Classwork tab. So make sure that you're clicking on Classwork at the top, and that's where you'll find all of the assignments. The other website that we use is called My Perspectives. That's actually our textbook website. Your students do have a hard copy of their textbook. They're white. They say My Perspectives on them like this. Typically, they will keep those at school, but I remind them to bring them home for Wednesdays for remote learning too. They also have a link to get to the online version of the textbook. So if they don't have their textbook with them at home or they prefer to read online, that's all online for them as well. We also will be doing a few novel studies this year. 6th grade is reading The Giver first, as soon as we're done with our first textbook unit. 8th grade has already jumped right in, and we are halfway done with The House on Mango Street. We're really enjoying it, and I'm loving getting to read some novels along with our textbooks this year. Finally, we do use some supplemental websites like IXL, ReadWorks, and Lexia, both during class time and during RTI. The next thing that I'd like to share with you are some expectations on the parent end. I know that this is all uncharted territory. We are all just hanging in there together this year as we figure things out. I do want to let you know that we have a new grading or parent platform for checking grades, which is called Teacher Ease. It seems to be a lot more user-friendly than our old system. So make sure that you have the logins for Teacher Ease for the parent end, and if you don't, the office can easily give that to you. Also, I ask that our students have somewhere that is quiet and a good learning environment when they're at home. I know that it's difficult to always find that quiet time, especially when we have siblings that are remote learning as well. Additionally, I ask that we please start to encourage independence when it comes to our middle school students, specifically with our 6th graders. Our 8th graders, really, we've been working on this for a few years. So with it being middle school now, we really want to encourage students to ask for help, to check their own grades, to make sure that they know where their supplies are and their own materials are. We really want to start to encourage that independence on the part of our middle schoolers this year. And the last thing that I'd love for you to do is please ask what your children are reading. That's really part of the learning process, is if having your student explain to you what it is that they're reading about, what it is that they're learning about. It reinforces to them not only the material that we're learning, but when you're asking, it's reinforcing to them as well that it's important what they are learning. As far as the student expectations, these are across the board at the middle school. We say be respectful, be responsible, be safe, and be kind above all. That just means that students are respectful to each other and to the adults in the building. Students are responsible by knowing what assignments they have, taking care of their own materials and the materials in our classroom, and this year making sure to charge those Chromebooks when they go home at night. Of course, we want our students to be safe. That looks, again, a little bit different this year, where we're practicing social distancing, hand washing, using that hand sanitizer, and keeping our face coverings on, as well as all of the other be safe rules that we know from the past, keeping our hands to ourselves, using our materials appropriately. And last but not least, we expect our students to be kind to each other, to other adults, to use kind words, and to show kindness through their actions as well. I do want to talk a little bit about grading policies in ELA. First, it's important to know that I have a no-zero policy, meaning that if a student hasn't turned in an assignment, they have an opportunity to turn in that late or missing assignment until the end of the quarter. So even if it is listed as a 0 in the gradebook, which I pretty often do just to mark that place and to let you as a parent know and a reminder as the student that the assignment was not turned in. But even if it is a 0, students can always turn in and make up assignments until the quarter has ended. So that's what we mean by no zero policy. It's never too late to get that work in and show that you're capable of doing what we have been learning. I also do allow for redos and corrections for assignments in ELA. The most important thing to me is that students are learning what it is that we are expecting them to learn. So if they've had an assignment that doesn't necessarily reflect what they know, and they know that they can do better and can show that they know more, I strongly encourage them to redo or correct an assignment or to get some help to make corrections on the assignment as well. The learning really is the number one focus for me and in our ELA classroom. If you ever need to contact me, email is always the fastest way to get a hold of me. My email is lblaskey@ngsd66.org. Another nice feature about our new gradebook, Teacher Ease, is that you can directly email me from that platform as well, and it will get sent to my normal school email. That's a really quick way to get a hold of me, especially if you're already in the gradebook when you need to contact me or another teacher. Finally, I do have a class website. The address is right there. It's sites.google.com/ncsd66.org/miss-blaskey/ELA/home. There is a full copy of our syllabus on that website if you want more detail about what it is that we do in ELA, more detail about what we're learning this year for your specific grade level, or any questions about grading policies, homework policies, assignments, etc. I did send an email to all parent contacts that we had listed in Teacher Ease at the beginning of the year that had our syllabus attached to it. If you did not get an email from me at the beginning of the year, please reach out and let me know. It's possible that I have the wrong email for you. But I did send an email to everyone that was in the Teacher Ease platform listed as a guardian for one of my students. So please double check if you haven't seen that email from late August. It should be in your email. If not, let me know. Thank you so much for attending our virtual curriculum night. I'm so happy to be back in person with your students. We're really going to make it through this all together. We have a great group this year, and I'm looking forward to all the fun that we're going to have.